Will be cheering on Yared Nuguse there in between Ingebrigtsen and Kerr. So a lot of question marks about Ingebrigtsen. He hasn't been his normal ebullient self in and around the event. He says, I know I've got some work to do. He's been injured, he's had problems. He's here though, and I think that's a testimony to him to say, I'm going to put myself on the line. Guys who are around at the moment, even though I might not be quite in the place I want to be. There's Jake, brilliant 800 last week. He's been in Flagstaff like Ingebrigtsen, training, getting ready for this part of the season, but he popped down to LA, ran a low 144, in great shape. He is a very good 800-meter runner. Ironically, he doesn't yet have the qualifying time for the 1500 meters. He'll hope to put that right today, but he does have options with the 800. The 1500 is where he really wants to go to the Olympics with the likes of Kerr. Great Britain will have undoubtedly 3 or 4 great contenders. Nuguse then getting a great ovation from the crowd. But back in 2017, as a 16-year-old, Jakob Ingebrigtsen came here and ran his first ever sub-4-minute mile. We were watching it. Who could have known what was to come in the Olympic champion, still in his early 20s. A hard swallow before the men's mile, a hard swallow before he takes on his big rivals. Normally Ingebrigtsen would come to a race like this and demand the pace. In the technical meeting yesterday, everyone looked around the table. He said, no, he's not asking for a pace, and neither did Kerr ask for a pace, so they are going to go 1:53. But to me, that indicates that the men are going to be a bit cagey here, looking at each other. A win here is going to be really important, and the style of the win will be a bonus as well. So 1:53 is what is good. It's fast. It's certainly fast. Will certainly get this race moving. But will Ingebrigtsen pick up the mantle, and how close will the others be? Is he strong enough, Tim? Is he good enough to run the legs off people as he has done in the past?
Well, Steve, we're so lucky to have this, aren't we? It is one of the great clashes. This could be a real game of chess, this one, although it will inevitably be pretty quick. But yeah, Ingebrigtsen, you know, I think people have accused him of being a one-trick pony this last couple of years, where he goes out hard and just tries to run the legs off everybody. And some of the others have got him worked out. Jake Whiteman in 22 on this track. Josh Kerr last year in Budapest. What can he do here? Can he do anything different? Can he be strong enough to beat those guys queuing up behind him?
At the front there, behind the pacemaker, is Kipsang, dotted in amongst the Brits there. You've got Nuguse, you've got Cole Hocker, you've got Hobbs Kessler in there as well. Jake Whiteman is closer than Josh Kerr. Oh, and Cole Hocker just got a clip there, and is that Kessler who's gone out? Oh, might have been. Just trying to check there who stepped off there, because that, you don't want to see that. A little bit of pushing and shoving. Well, it wasn't even pushing and shoving. It's a fast enough pace, and poor Kessler has had to step off. That's a shame. Real shame. So the pace is just settling down here, but they're right on the 1:53 mark. They're right with the lights, but they're all looking at each other still. It's the third lap where we'll be seeing the intention of Ingebrigtsen.
Yeah, Ingebrigtsen that slotted into third place. The others allowing him to build up towards his classical racing style, which would be a strong surge over these last 2 laps. Nuguse looks very good, doesn't he, in 4th place? Lovely and relaxed, Steve. Chatting to him yesterday, he seems so chilled, probably the most chilled of all of them, but nice running from Kerr, moving up down the outside.
He senses this slowing of the pace. He senses that nobody's going to go with the lights here. Kipsang is at the front, and Josh Kerr's thinking, no, I don't want this to drop. And Ingebrigtsen goes, thank you very much. This is normally what I have to do. So Kerr setting his stall out, there to be shot at. Nuguse follows, Whiteman follows. Kipsang going backwards. Chariot, watch out for him. There's another fall further back in the field as well. Josh Kerr, the world champion, followed by Ingebrigtsen, the Olympic champion. Nuguse right on their heels as they come to the bell. It's going to be pretty quick, around 2:51, 52. There were 2:50 through 1200.
Well, 2:50.7 at the bell. This is a new race tactic from Josh Kerr. Ingebrigtsen in a new position as well. Nuguse just enjoying this pacemaking from the pair in front of him at the moment. And Jake Whiteman with that 800 speed in 4th place, just being stretched here. Does he have the strength?
Josh Kerr has taken it to Ingebrigtsen, but he's still there. This would be phenomenal from the Norwegian if he were to take on his big rival. Whiteman's gone. Nagus looked as though he's struggling. Has Ingebrigtsen got anything? Normally from this part, you'd back Josh Kerr in the home straight, and he's ahead of the Norwegian. This is great running though from Ingebrigtsen. Josh Kerr's battling it out. Ingebrigtsen trying to get there. This is going to be so close. It's going to be incredibly fast as well. Josh Kerr heading for a very quick time. Josh Kerr, 3:45.36. That is a new British record. Once held by Steve Cram. And I'm so pleased that Josh Kerr has been able